Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Enjoy English Talks, where every conversation helps you learn. I'm Judy.
Hello, Judy. Hello, everyone. I'm Jake. How are you today, Judy?
I am very excited today. Last night, I was looking at travel photos online. Photos of Spain, the food, the sunshine, the old buildings. It made me feel so happy.
Oh, Spain. I love Spanish food. Paella, tapas.
Yes, exactly. And it made me want to travel so much.
Me too. Travel is my biggest dream. I have a very long list of places I want to go.
Where is on your list?
Japan is number 1. Then New Zealand, then Iceland, then Portugal, then Peru, then maybe everywhere else.
That is a very big list.
Yes, and my bank account has a very small number. But I can dream. Dreams are free.
Dreams are free. That is true.
So today, are we talking about travel?
Yes, and more than travel. Today, we are going to learn how to talk about travel plans in English.
Oh, this is the perfect topic for me, because I have many travel dreams, but when I try to say them in English, I get confused.
What confuses you?
The words for the future. Do I say, I want to go, or I will go, or I am going to go? All three sound similar, but I think they are different.
They are a little different, and today we are going to fix that.
Excellent. Let's go. Or let's going to go.
Very good, Jake. Very creative. But first, we have a small request.
Yes, if you like our podcast, please click the like button.
And please subscribe to Enjoy English Talks.
And share this episode with your friends and family.
Thank you. It helps us so much.
We love our listeners.
Okay, now let's start. Okay, Jake, the first key phrase today is going to.
Going to. Okay, I hear this a lot.
Yes, going to is for plans, a plan that is already in your head, something you decided before this conversation.
So it is a real plan, not just a wish.
Exactly. Let me show you the difference. A wish, I want to visit Japan someday. A plan, I am going to visit Japan in March.
Oh, the plan has a time, a real date. It feels more decided.
Yes, a plan feels real. A wish feels like maybe.
I'm going to visit Japan in March. That sounds like it is really happening.
Yes, and here's the structure. It's very simple. Subject first, then am, is, or are, then going to, then the base verb.
Base verb means the simple form, like go, not going or went.
Exactly, the base form. I am going to go. Not going, not went. Just go.
I am going to go. She is going to fly. They are going to stay.
Perfect. And going to itself never changes. Only am, is, or are changes depending on who you are talking about.
Okay, so the only thing that changes is am, is, are at the beginning.
Exactly right. Let me give you some travel examples. I am going to fly to Tokyo next March. She is going to spend 2 weeks in Italy this summer. We are going to stay in a small hotel near the beach.
I can feel the difference. These sound like real trips, real plans.
Yes, and notice, in every sentence, the verb after going to is the simple base form. Fly, spend, stay. Not flying, not flew. Always the base form.
So I cannot say, I am going to flying to Tokyo.
No, just I am going to fly to Tokyo. The verb stays clean and simple.
I am going to fly, I am going to eat, I am going to explore. Got it.
Now you try. Tell me about your number one dream trip. Use going to.
Okay. My number one dream trip. I am going to visit Japan next year.
Good. Keep going. More details.
I am going to fly directly to Tokyo. I'm going to stay for 2 weeks. I'm going to eat ramen every single day.
Very good. And what else?
I'm going to visit the famous temples in Kyoto, and I'm going to buy many, many souvenirs. My bag is going to be completely full. I think I will need an extra suitcase just for the food.
That is a very complete travel plan, Jake, and you used going to correctly every time.
It started to feel natural after a few sentences.
Good. And one small bonus. In fast, relaxed spoken English, people often say gonna. 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 It is the spoken form of going to.
I'm gonna visit Japan. I'm gonna eat ramen every day.
Yes, exactly the same meaning, just faster and more casual.
I hear this word in movies and songs all the time. Now I understand it.
Good. But remember, in writing, always use going to. Emails, messages, homework, going to, not gonna.
Speaking, gonna. Writing, going to.
Yes, perfect. Good. Now let's practice questions. When you meet someone, how do you ask about their travel plans?
Where are you going to go?
Yes, that is the key question. Where are you going to go? Very useful, very natural.
Can I practice asking you?
Please.
Okay. Judy, where are you going to go for your next trip?
Good question. I am going to visit Spain. My friend lives in Barcelona, and I'm going to stay with her for 10 days.
That sounds wonderful. Are you going to fly?
Yes, I am going to fly. The journey by train would take too long from here.
How long are you going to stay?
I am going to stay for 10 days. We are going to visit the city, go to the beach, and eat a lot of good food.
Are you going to speak Spanish?
I am going to try my best. My Spanish is not perfect, but my friend will help me.
These are all great travel questions.
Yes, and notice the patterns. Where are you going to go? Open question. Many possible answers. Are you going to fly? Yes or no question.
And for yes or no, I start with are you going to?
Yes, and you can also ask, how long are you going to stay? Who are you going to go with? What are you going to do there?
So many useful questions. I can have a whole travel conversation now.
Yes, and the negative form for something you do not plan to do, just add not after am, is, or are.
I am not going to take a tour group. I want to explore by myself.
Perfect. And she is not going to stay in a big hotel, or we are not going to rent a car.
I am not going to forget this. That is also a plan.
That is a very good plan. Excellent. Now the second key phrase, will.
Will. Okay, I know this word, but I'm not always sure when to use it.
Will is also for the future, but it is different from going to in two ways.
2 ways. Tell me.
Use number 1, a prediction, something you think will happen. You are not 100% sure, but you believe it will happen.
Like what I imagine the trip will be like.
Yes, for example, I think Japan will be incredible. The food will be amazing. The people will be very kind and helpful.
These are not plans. These are things I believe will happen.
Exactly. You did not decide these things. You are just saying what you expect and feel.
I think Japan will be so beautiful, and the ramen will be the best ramen of my life.
Good predictions. And notice the structure. Subject, will, base verb. That's it. Very simple.
Does will never changes? Not like am, is, are?
Never. I will, she will, they will, everyone will. Always the same.
That is the easiest grammar so far. Just will every time.
Yes, very simple structure. Let me give you more travel predictions to hear the pattern. The flight will be long but comfortable. The hotel will be beautiful. The local markets will be so interesting and full of color.
I can hear it. These are all feelings about the future, things I think will happen.
Yes, and you can also make predictions about problems. The food will be too spicy for me, or the weather will be very hot in summer.
Predictions can be good or bad.
Yes, but in travel, we usually predict good things.
Yes, I always think my trip will be perfect. The reality is sometimes different.
That's part of the adventure. Now use number 2, a decision you make in the moment, right now. You did not plan it before, you decide just now.
Right now decision. Give me an example from travel.
Imagine, you are walking in a market in Tokyo. You see something amazing you never tried before, a new food, and you think, yes, I want that. You say, I will try it.
I can imagine this so perfectly. I'm in the market, I see the food, I will try it, I will buy it, I will eat it right here.
Yes, you decided in the moment, not planned before. That is will.
So going to is planned before, will is decided right now, or it is a prediction.
That is exactly right. And in real travel conversations, you use both all the time.
One sentence planned, one sentence predicted.
Yes, that is normal and natural. Okay, now let's put everything together. Tell me your complete Japan travel plan. Use going to for your plans and will for your predictions. Take your time.
Okay, full Japan trip. Here we go.
Go ahead.
So, next year, I'm going to visit Japan for 2 weeks. I'm going to fly to Tokyo first. I'm going to stay in a small traditional inn, not a big hotel. I think that will be a very special experience.
Good. Going to for the plan, will for the prediction. Keep going.
In Tokyo, I'm going to spend 5 days. I'm going to visit the temples, the fish market, the old neighborhoods. I'm not going to take tours. I'm going to walk everywhere by myself.
Very adventurous.
And the food. I'm going to eat ramen, sushi, tempura, everything. I think the food will be the best part of the whole trip.
A food prediction.
Yes. And one more. When I'm at a street food stall and I see something new and exciting, I will try it immediately. No thinking, just yes.
A right now decision. Perfect.
After Tokyo, I'm going to travel by train to Kyoto. I think Kyoto will be very quiet and beautiful, very different from Tokyo.
That is a perfect travel plan, Jake. In English, using both going to and will.
And I was just thinking about my trip, not about grammar.
That is the goal. The grammar disappears when the topic is something you love. Okay, let's review everything from today.
Yes, let's go.
Today, we talked about how to talk about travel plans in English. Jake, what is going to for?
Going to is for plans, something I already decided. I'm going to visit Japan. I'm going to fly to Tokyo. She is going to stay for 10 days.
And the structure?
Subject, then am, is, or are, then going to, then the base verb. And going to itself never changes.
Good. And will?
Will has 2 uses. 1, a prediction. I think the food will be amazing. The temples will be beautiful. 2, a right now decision. I see something at the market and I say, I will try it.
And the structure of will?
Super simple. Subject, will, base verb. Will never changes. I will, she will, they will. Always the same.
The questions?
Where are you going to go, for an open question? Are you going to fly, for yes or no? And how long are you going to stay?
And the negative?
I am not going to take a tour group. Add not after am, is, or are.
And the bonus word?
Gonna, the fast-spoken form of going to. I'm going to visit Japan. Same meaning, more relaxed.
You remembered everything perfectly, and now you can talk about your dream travel in English.
Yes, my Japan trip is one step closer. I described it in English. It feels good.
And to everyone listening, you can do this too. Think about your dream trip and describe it in English.
Use going to for your plans. Use will for what you think will happen.
Start with one sentence. I am going to visit, and then add more.
Each sentence makes the dream feel more real.
Yes, and it is great English practice at the same time.
2 things at once. I like that.
It is fun, and when English is connected to something you love, you remember it better. That's the best way to learn. Well, that's all the time we have for today.
Thank you so much for listening to Enjoy English Talks.
Yes, thank you everyone. It was a wonderful episode.
Please subscribe to Enjoy English Talks.
And give this episode a like.
And share it with a friend who's learning English.
And we have a question for you today.
Yes, please leave a comment below.
Where are you going to go on your next trip?
Tell us your travel plans in English. We would love to read them.
See you next time.
Bye, everyone. Keep practicing your English.